What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods XY Big Z. You already know the vibes, man. We back in the building, man. Listen, if you have not heard, I know you heard, I know you seen it, I know you saw it, I know you was there. Future and Drake. Seems that Future and Drake could be possibly close to making amends, dog. Making amends, becoming friends, being cool, all that good stuff, right? But listen, that's what you would hear from all the Drake fans out there. They're up in arms and happy as hell that Young Thug came out and suggested that Future and Drake make up. Now listen, Young Thug saying what he's saying is way late because there's been so much back and forth going on ever since. This could have came earlier to help y'all boy out, but listen, better late than never, right? But basically what happened in this situation is Young Thug came out of nowhere and Young Thug basically put out a tweet. And his tweet basically said, to Drake, Future, and Metro Boomin, we all brothers. Music ain't the same without us collabing. Aww. Now, obviously, this is going to be a big deal because people are going to look at this and they're going to look at it as, okay, he's trying to broker the peace between Future and Drake. Now, we don't know what the internal issues are with Future and Drake, but we do know that there's been a couple jabs thrown back and forth, right? And you know, what people don't understand is a lot of times, this ain't as easy as like just tweeting something out and saying, we should be brothers. It could get a little more difficult than that because we don't know what the internal disagreements are. We don't know what's been going on. But I could tell y'all one thing, man. From my experience, dog, when you don't fuck with somebody for a specific reason, you don't fuck with that person, bro. I just don't understand how people can really think that one tweet is gonna solve everything. Obviously, they must have a certain kind of respect for Young Thug for them to be taking this serious, right? That's one piece of it. But from my experience, man, when you find out that somebody that you been fucking with for a minute is lame as shit, you can't go back from that, dog. You can't go back from that. I don't know if that's what the case was between Metro, Drake, and Future. But at the end of the day, we do know that Future and Metro are real close. And Future might not be digging the way Metro been having his issue with Drake and everything that's going on between that. Now, we could say that Young Thug wants them to squash the beef, but there ain't no guarantee that it will be squashed. But you know who gonna feel like it is squashed? The Drizzy verse Guzzlers, bruh. We got the #1 apprentice, the Glaze assistant, DJ Academiks TV, the person who runs that channel. They believe that this is an opportunity for them to make up. And we know how these Drake Guzzlers get, man. When there's somebody that he was beefing with and they get an opportunity to make up with them, they love it. Because at the end of the day, Drake need a win. Oh! What the hell? He needs some allies. Because right now, it's looking like Drake ain't got no friends. So anybody that's willing to side with Drake, they love it. That's why when J. Cole came out with his little love letter, they was all over that shit. They all of a sudden, they love J. Cole. But I digress. Let's talk about it. Now, you already know, man, this page right here spits all type of propaganda. Just tries to take every single thing that comes out and turn it into a narrative that they like for that side, bro. This one says, Thug made Future and Drake brothers again, and Metro gone into hiding. Not like us aging like milk. Now, first of all, you've been using this aging like shit for the past 5 weeks. Come up with a better metaphor. Like, shit looking crazy right now. And then they put in the lyrics, you run to Atlanta when you need to check balance. Let me break it down to you. This is the real challenge. You called Future. At the end of the day, he still ran to Atlanta. Bro, you talk about 3 people in this mix. You talking about Thug, Future, and Metro. If Drake all of a sudden becomes friends with them, where the did he run to? Atlanta, stupid. What is y'all even talking about, man? Y'all really trying to spin it to the way y'all want it, and you're looking crazy, bro. All you look like here is an extra glazer. And I know you the glaze assistant, you working for Act, I get it. We're gonna let you do your job. If it's 5 a.m., you glaze. If it's 7 a.m., you glaze. If your kid is crying, you glaze. At this point, man, like the glazing is wild. Now, what we gonna do is we gonna check out DJ Glizak, aka DJ Academiks, because obviously they posted his thing up here, and we're gonna see what he says about this, what he has to say about this, and this is wild. This is wild. So let's take a look at it.
And have the respect for 21 to be like, yo, I'm gonna let that nigga be over there and me be over here. We do know one of the last times Drake was in a club with one of his enemies or purported enemies, him and Chris Brown started throwing bottles. Okay, so I don't think that's not gonna happen. But I guess I'm asking y'all, do y'all think that if you're Drake, could you forgive Metro?
Now the reason why they're having this conversation right now is because supposedly Drake is supposed to be going to a birthday party for 21 Savage, and Metro Boomin is supposed to be there. Like a lot of people people looking at this shit and they think it might be beef, it might be an issue here, an issue there. They might not have any issues outside of the music. Now, yeah, did Drake say that was like Drake said, shut your ass up, make some drums? Yeah, he said that shit. But is this some shit that you ready to beef about? Is it something you ready to throw down about and ready to fight over? I don't know, man. I don't think it's that deep. But I think that they can both coexist at a party and not have everything go down.
I personally think that he can't forgive Kendrick, but I think it's a possibility way in the future he might. I've likened it to the Meek stuff. I think Drake had a pretty unblemished music career until Meek blemished it. And I don't care what he said afterwards. It's not like you can retract that stench or that rumor that you put on someone. And yes, I get that the rumor that Kendrick said is way worse. Like somebody calling you a PDF file.
Wait, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Is he trying to say the rumor of Drake having ghostwriters? I know that's not what he calling a rumor. There's no way that Academiks is sitting right now here with a straight face saying that the rumors, what rumors did Meek put on Drake other than the ghostwriting? Yeah, there's clearly a ghostwriter. We got reference tracks. There's actually people out there who have written for this man. And you're trying to call the ghostwriting a rumor? You can't be serious right now. The audacity of niggas glaze capades, bruh. Glaze you, net. You gonna just glaze this crazy to the point where you gonna act like there's shit out there you haven't seen that everybody else has? This shit crazy, dog. I can't believe this shit. I hope I'm misunderstanding what he's saying, but I know he not calling the ghostwriting a rumor, dog. Wow.
It's way worse than someone saying you don't write your raps, but
it's just what he was saying.
I don't think Drake ain't getting locked up for nothing. Like he's actually not. It's like somebody just saying that we beat you up and they didn't beat you up.
What?
Here we go with this narrative again. Drake not getting locked up for nothing. So that mean he ain't do. That's what we saying. Birds of a feather, man. They definitely flock together.
Even though clearly it makes you look creepy. I get it. Drake's musical. It was like Meek added an asterisk to Drake's musical achievements. I think ultimately with this battle with Kendrick, even if you believe Kendrick won,
even if you believe Kendrick won, like, dog, is your commitment to Glaze that strong that after all this time, look how far we've come, bruh. We are beyond the battle. We are beyond any of that. It's done. It's over. And you still can't find it in yourself as a journalist to open your damn mouth and say that he lost? If you think Kendrick won? Dog, this at this point needs to be studied. You're sick, dog. There's no way you got it this bad, dog. There's no way. This is wild. Wow.
I don't think him calling Drake a PDF file matters at all. Unless some weird shit come out about Drake.
You want to pick one? You want to pick something weird? Because we could show you a whole bunch of weird shit that's come out about Drake. Like, dog, I just don't understand. For somebody who sits in front of a computer for 8 hours, streams all day, clickety-clacks on his damn computer keyboard, typing, Googling shit, researching shit, having sources here, having sources there, looking at this, looking at that.
Bow, 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 bow. That's that booty meat.
I heard this, I heard that. You're gonna say you ain't seen nothing weird come out about Drake. From what I've seen, I've never seen him even address the 17-year-old on stage. So even if you want to take that and you want to forget that, right? What about all the other weird instances he's been in? You just ignore every single thing. You got the nerve to sit over here with your chipmunk ass body. What is that? Talking about if something weird comes out about Drake. If, bro, we're already past that. We've been there, done that. Where have you been? This shit is crazy. The amount of commitment y'all got, I have to commend. Cause you committed to this glaze. You committed to this Glaze unit. Glaze unit. You committed to this Glaze-a-thon. You committed to this Glaze campaign you got going on. This campaign is strong. Y'all taking this Glaze as far as y'all could take it. Whatever Drake has promised you at the end, my guy, you are working very hard for it. You working very hard for it. You doing tricks on it in public. You doing tricks on it on stream. You just did a trick right there. Everybody saw it but you, because apparently you don't see anything else. All you see is what you want to see. You have seen what you want to see and you ignore what you don't want to see. You ignore everything that has any type of negative impact on your guy, and you're there for everything else. This is actually pretty sick to watch in real time.
We're moving on the assumption that it won't. So that doesn't really matter as much, even though I could understand being more upset at that, because as a man, that's just something you don't want people to kind of say about you.
Okay, so you don't hang out with people that will make that questionable, right? Isn't that what you do? If you felt like that, isn't that something that you don't do? Don't put yourself in those questionable situations, especially as a celebrity? Like, what the fuck are we saying here, man?
So if you ask me, I believe that Drake and Kendrick, I think they shouldn't make up ever. There's a strategic reason why Drake and Meek had to make up at some point. You know, because the wise man told me, if nobody finna die about this beef, eventually somebody gonna have to squash it, right? And Drake was moving around with a lot of niggas who was also cool with Meek, and it becomes this weird, you gotta be moving a certain way, and if one goes, the other can't go. It became a really odd situation, and a lot of people were in the middle, right? You gotta remember, Future's in the middle. You have all these like middle order guys who are like pretty much street dudes, and Drake was hanging with the street dudes, causing like, all right, we gotta pick which one we're gonna hang out with for the day. That's why I think strategically that got patched up. When it comes to Kendrick, there's nothing that they need to move around, do together. It's like Kendrick is like fucking Ghost. He doesn't go nowhere. And
how the fuck do you know? Like, as if you be with Kendrick 100% of the time, you don't go nowhere. You don't fucking sit here try to tell somebody else they don't go nowhere. You don't. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Like, he's not all over the place, so it doesn't threaten Drake's existence or Drake moving around. There is no real upside for him to patch it up with Kendrick, right? Now, will he patch it up with Metro? The beef and the battle with Kendrick, does he blame that on Metro for Metro basically starting the 20v1?
This nigga, man. This nigga right here, bro. I don't even know how I be making it through these motherfucking videos sometimes, bro. I don't even know. One thing I give these guys is when they find their narratives and they find their excuses, they run with them shits, bro. They run with them shits to the end of the earth, bro. Like, they will continue to run with these excuses, and it's so funny and slick how they just throw it in the conversations for you to kind of just take it as fact. So it's like just throwing in that 20v1, like you had to just throw that one in there because that's what you really believe, that this was 20v1. Drake had one person to focus on. Drake made his diss records about multiple people because that's Drake's ego and his cockiness, because he thought he was untouchable. He thought that nobody could do it to him, and they showed him. They showed him. So, I mean, y'all could keep spewing this 20v1 all y'all want. It's corny, man, but go ahead. Do what y'all do.
It's all relative to Drake's success. If Drake is, you know, even gets to another peak of hotness, pause.
Nah. Don't pause. You way beyond that, bro. You spinning on it right now. You can't say pause after you done spun on it. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. For all we know, bro, you pregnant at this point. Don't come pausing now and trying to be cautious. No, dog. You beyond the pause, bro. Fast forward that because we know how the story ends. You can't pause now. Don't try to do that now. What do you think this is? You think you could undo the glaze? You can't undo the glaze. You've been glazing for how long now, bruh? You not even glazed out. You're not even tired of the glaze. You just finding new ways to glaze. You a glaze innovator. How do you innovate glaze? How, bruh? My gosh.
Listen, when you're number one, you could forgive the loser, right? Like, you could forgive Meek Mill for snitching on you or lie snitching about you when you beat his ass in a battle. You don't forgive the nigga who beat your ass or who set up for you to get jumped until you get your get back, right? So we'll see if he gets cool with these guys, but I do think this thug tweet is related to that.
Listen, man, you can't make shit up, man. These dudes will find whatever they need to find to make work for however they want it to work. And listen, I get it, man. These people, like, this is what they do. Obviously, there's some financial gain in this for Academiks. And if there isn't a financial gain in this for Academiks right now, he's just decided which side he think is the most beneficial for him. And it's beneficial for him to stay on the side he's on because he's already been outed and not seeming to come off impartial. He obviously is on a side. He obviously is on the side that wants to create and spin narratives, and you could tell that he does this from that page that he has. And what he does with that page, that's just deniable accountability. You know what I mean? It's just a page where, you know, he can spew out all types of bullshit, all types of crap, and then he could come back and say, I don't run that page. That's all it is. It's like it's saying the things you want to say, but not tying it to yourself. So now if there's something that comes out and it's not true, or there's something that has a source that's not credible, you don't have to answer for it. You answer for it only because you run, it's your page, but you have somebody that runs it that you're not correcting. You're not stopping them from spewing these false narratives. And listen, this is what it is. You got to play your game the way you want to play it, and that's how they playing it, dog. But Academiks is always going to be a glazer, but everybody's super happy for Young Thug because they want Young Thug to broker this. Because Drake needs allies at this point. He needs the allies. And you know what? It's crazy how they sit there and Kendrick this, Kendrick that. He put this jacket on Drake. He put that on Drake. What did Kendrick put on Drake that Drake did not put on himself? Kendrick literally pointed something out and everybody else went and saw it for themselves. Like honestly, if you ask me, that's how I felt about this whole beef. When I heard Kendrick say what he said, and I went back and looked at the things that Drake has done and the weird situations he's been in, that's what made me come to my conclusion to feel like that jacket was close to getting put on him. Like, you could call it what it is, man. If you got two eyes, you can see what's been going on. You can see all the things that make the situation look like it is. And listen, man, if the shoe fits, you wear it. So I don't got nothing to say outside of that. I feel like they're trying to make Drake a victim. All this like, oh man, you put that on the man's jacket. The man put that shit on his own jacket by his actions, bro. By him also coming out and saying stupid shit like, oh, I'm too famous for this. You did not make the situation better for yourself. And do I see Kendrick and Drake becoming friends? I don't know. I honestly don't think so. But I also don't think that Kendrick Lamar gives a shit. There's some people, I'm telling y'all, man, when you find out they're a certain type of person or they are a certain way, you just don't with them. Maybe professionally, maybe for a bag, whatever the case is, but at that point, like, your integrity's in question. You feel me? So I don't know, man. I don't see that coming. But also, you know, with Kendrick saying what he did, let's not forget that there were a bunch of lies that they put on Kendrick. Like saying the man beats his wife is insane. Saying that his kid belongs to somebody else, that's some type of shit that'll get you punched in your face, you know? And it's not like you making it from a place of, I know y'all, I know these people. You made an accusation that you had no merit behind. But they gonna just talk about, you know, the accusations of, you know, putting that jacket on him. The jacket he put on himself. Because we gonna sit here and act like we ain't see him on stage with 17-year-old. Glaze ain't gonna end, dog. That's all I can say, man. The Glaze gonna keep going, and we gonna keep making the videos, man. So if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Violate that like button for y'all boy. You already know what it is. It's your boy Goods. BigZoeTV. Let's go.
Wait, I'm the truth, you ain't never lied. Top down, all crews like vanilla sky. All this hate against the kid, it should be televised. Afraid of heights, not me, I'm forever fly. Yup, I'm back, but I never left. You niggas left ain't coming back, son, that's kinda death. Matter of fact, I made it better, y'all was wasting breath. I hold it down while you're gone, won't even know you're left.